How Steve Became a Killer. In the alternate universe of China IL, Steve's Descent. Steve Smith was once a beloved professor at the University of China, IL. However, his life took a dark turn after a series of traumatic events that shattered his psyche and drove him into madness. Backstory. Steve's descent into villainy began after the tragic accident that claimed the life of his dear friend and colleague, Frank Smith. During a routine experiment in the university's chemistry lab, a powerful explosion occurred, and despite Steve's best efforts to save him, Frank was gravely injured and eventually succumbed to his wounds. Haunted by guilt and the loss of his close companion, Steve's mental state deteriorated. Struggling with his emotions and consumed by remorse, Steve began hearing strange voices, which he initially dismissed as hallucinations. However, these voices guided him towards a sinister transformation. He discovered an ancient artifact hidden within the university's archives, a cursed mask known as the Smiling Critter. As Steve put on the mask, a dark power surged through him, unlocking a malevolent force that had long laid dormant within him. With the mask now fused to his face, Steve's transformation was complete, as he embraced the darkness within and embraced his new identity as the Smiling Critter. As the Smiling Critter, Steve's once gentle demeanor was now replaced by a cold and calculating persona, driven by a thirst for revenge and chaos. With each step he took, the ground trembled beneath him, a chilling reminder of the power he now wielded as the Smiling Critter. The once beloved professor had vanished, replaced by the enigmatic and formidable figure known only as the Smiling Critter, a force to be reckoned with in the world of China IL. Rumors spread like wildfire about the masked vigilante roaming the campus, striking fear into the hearts of those who dared to cross his path. Jonathan Smith, a brave and determined student, vowed to confront the Smiling Critter and put an end to his reign of terror before more lives were lost to the darkness. As Jonathan Smith ventured deeper into the heart of China IL, he could sense the Smiling Critter's malevolent presence growing stronger with each step he took, sending shivers down his spine. Driven by determination and a sense of duty, Jonathan Smith finally came face to face with the Smiling Critter, the embodiment of all that was dark and twisted within the campus of China IL. In a tense standoff between light and shadow, Jonathan Smith challenged the Smiling Critter, refusing to back down in the face of overwhelming darkness, threatening to consume everything in its path. As their eyes locked in a battle of wills, Jonathan Smith pleaded with the Smiling Critter to halt his destructive path, to remember the person he once was before darkness took hold. In a moment of unexpected clarity, the Smiling Critter's menacing facade wavered, revealing a glimmer of the innocence lost long ago, a flicker of recognition in his eyes as he gazed upon Jonathan Smith. With a heavy heart, the Smiling Critter whispered, "I remember now, the light that once shone within me, buried deep beneath the shadows. Thank you, Jonathan, for showing me the way back to myself." Embracing the newfound peace and understanding, Jonathan Smith and the Smiling Critter stood united, a testament to the power of compassion and forgiveness in overcoming even the darkest of trials. As their story spread throughout China IL, Bobby Bearhug, Bubba Bubba Fant, Crafty Corn, Dog Day, Hoppy Hopscotch, Kickin' Chicken, Picky Piggy, and Catnap joined in celebrating the triumph of light, love, and unity over darkness. During one of his rampages as Smiles, Steve accidentally killed Ponymerks, a fellow professor at China IL, who was trying to stop his descent into madness. This tragic event solidified Steve's place as a villain in the eyes of former friends and colleagues, and it sparked a fierce vendetta against him. Jonathan Smith, a crusader of justice with a deeply personal stake in the matter, joined forces with the heroic Smiling Critters to battle against Steve and his villainous team. Jonathan saw Steve not just as a villain to be defeated, but as a friend to be saved from the depths of his corruption. Thus, the eternal struggle between Jonathan Smith and the Smiling Critters against Smiles and his malevolent forces began. A battle not only for the safety of China IL, but for the soul of Steve Smith.